Hello guys, today I am going to discuss the play The Man of Moat, which is a restoration comedy and written by George Etheridge in 1676. The subtitle of this comedy is Sir Fopling Platter. The play is about the womanizer Doryman as he tries to win over the young heiress Harriet and to disengage himself from his affair with Mrs. Lafayette. Doryman is called a womanizer. Why? Because we find that Doryman is engaged with his present lover Mrs. Lafayette. But in spite of this, he tries to win another young woman called Harriet. So he is called a womanizer. And the play is consisted of 5 acts. We will discuss the summary of those acts one by one. But before that, we will be introduced with the main characters of this comedy. So let's start. The main characters of this comedy are Doryman, a handsome, witty and devilish protagonist. He loves games, flirtation and disputes. Matley is friends with all of the players or characters, but he himself is out the drama. Old Blur, the father to young Blur and brother of Lady Townley. That means Old Blur and Lady Townley are brother and sister, and the only son of Old Blur is young Blur. Sir Fopling Platter. Fopling arrives in town and amuses the main characters. That is, Fopling is a newcomer in the town and amuses the main characters by his activities. Next one is Emilia, a young and beautiful woman secretly engaged to young Blur, and ultimately we find that they are married. And Lady Townley, that means the aunt of young Blur as well as the companion of Emilia, supports them in their marriage. And the another one is Harriet, a wild, beautiful and artifice-free young woman who is well mannered but rather callous, which is why she is an excellent match for the wily Doryman. Here we in the character of Harriet we find a controversy or a conflict between two different manners. She is wild, beautiful and artifice-free and well mannered, but the negative side of his personality of her personality is callousness, because of which she is a mess for Doryman. If there is no callousness in her personality, it is impossible to be it is impossible for him to be a choice, to be a match or to have a choice for Doryman. And the next characters are Mrs. Lafayette. We know the passionate and bitter mistress of Doryman. Not mistress, actually Mrs. Lafayette is passionate and bitter lover of Doryman. Belinda, Doryman's young mistress, who first gleefully came to heart Mrs. Lafayette in order to please Doryman. Belinda is the young mistress of Doryman and Lafayette is the present lover of Doryman. So Belinda always tries to hurt Mrs. Lafitte, not only hurt but also often makes jealousy in her, so that Mrs. Lafitte breaks up the affair with the Doryman, and Belinda gifts Doryman or him for herself permanently. Lady Woodville, Harriet's conservative mother, who nurses a hatred of Doryman on the basis of his reputation. Lady Woodville is Harriet's mother, and she nourishes a kind of hatred for Doryman on the basis of his reputation. Lady Townley we have already introduced, but Lady Townley is a woman with whom Emilia lives, and there we find two waiting women, Pert and Busy. Pert is Mrs. Lafitte's waiting woman, and Busy Harriet's waiting woman. And Orange woman, there was another character, Orange woman, a woman who sells fruits. And the last and final one is Mr. Smart, the person who marries Emilia and Youngblood in secret. So now we will discuss the summaries of 5 acts of this comedy one by one. So the first act that we find is in the first act we find that Doryman complains to his friend Maitland that he is bored with his current lover Mrs. Lafitte, so he wants to end his affair. Then an orange woman arrives to tell Doryman that a beautiful young woman has been talking about him in the marketplace. Maitland realizes she is speaking about Harriet. Doryman wants to know more about the young lady after his friends praises her quick wit and wild nature. Yeah. So here we find that Doryman is a typical example of womanizer. He is already engaged with two women, one is lover, another one is mistress, Mrs. Lafitte and Belinda. But in spite of being involved with these two women, he also tries to win the heart of Miss Harriet. And we know that Maitland, who is Doryman's friend, realizes that the woman spoken of is who is, and from this we find that Maitland is friends of all characters. He has a knowledge, that means he is all characters of this comedy are known to him. And the woman who instigates Doryman towards Harriet is the orange woman. Then another friend, Youngblood, enter and tell them about his new romance with Emilia, a companion to Lady Townley, his aunt. Maitland and Doryman make fun of his infatuation with her. Then the three men discuss Sir Fopling Platter, new to London and inordinately obsessed with his clothing and appearance, in other words a fop. So Youngblood, there we find three friends, Doryman, Maitland and Youngblood. And Youngblood also informs them of his love affair with Emilia, who is a companion of his aunt Lady Townley. And Maitland and Doryman makes fun of his infatuation with her, and then the three men discuss Sir Fopling, who is a newcomer in London and inordinately obsessed with his clothing and appearance. In other words, a fop. Then young Blur receives a bad news that his father has made a mess for him with a different woman, but she is Harriet. And also tells him that if he refuses to marry her, he will be disinherited from the property of his father. That is of course the bad news, because young Blur actually loves Emilia, but his father made a mess for him with Harriet, and also he will be disinherited from his property if he refuses to marry her. So that is of course the bad news for young Blur, and that is all about Act 1 and then Act 2. So Act 2. In Act 2, Lady Townley and Emilia gossip about the town. Why? Because Emilia has recently started living with Emilia in this town. So the town is not completely known, or Emilia has no complete knowledge about the town. So they were gossiping about the town, and that during that Old Blur enters. Old Blur has declared his love for Emilia, still unaware that his son is in love with her. Then young Blur, during their conversation, Old Blur, that means the father of young Blur and the brother of Lady Townley, entered and declared his love for Emilia without knowing that his own son is engaged, or his own son is in love with the girl with whom he tries to be engaged. That means the girl whom he has just wooed. Then Mrs. Lapwith complains to her waiting woman part of how displeased she is with Doryman's lack of attention towards her. This expresses the depression of Mrs. Lapwith, and their depression is caused because of the lack of Doryman's attention towards her. Belinda enters and provokes further jealousy, telling her that Doryman has been spotted about town in the company of a masked woman, and that depression also increased by Belinda, who enters and informs him that Doryman, that means her lover, has been spotted about, or has been found roaming about the town in the company of a masked woman. Masked woman, that means a woman who is not known, or a strange woman, stranger. Doryman enters and accuses the woman of spying on him and claims that Mrs. Lapwith herself has been flirting with Sir Fopling. He pretends to be jealous and leaves. Doryman also enters and accuses them of spying on him and claims that Mrs. Lapwith herself has been flirting with Sir Fopling, and he pretends to be jealous and leaves. That is Act 2. And in Act 3, we find Busy, that means the waiting woman of Harriet, teaching his mistress or that her affection for Doryman. That means in Act 3, this is Harriet waiting woman teaching Harriet about her affection for Doryman. young blur comes in, and the couple realizes, couple means they were not actually couple or implemented couple, because here the couple, the word couple is used to, because they are going to be married, because Harriet has been selected for young blur by his father, old blur, not only his father but also Harriet's mother, Lady Woodfield. So the term couple is used here. And when young blur comes in, and then both of them, that means young blur and Harriet, realize that none of them is in love with the other. It is not possible for them to be loved with each other, because they are engaged with different person or different man and woman. Harriet is interested in Dorimant, and young blur is already has fallen in love with Emilia. So, but they decides to pretend to, but they decides that they will take care for each other in front of old blur and young Lady P, in order to convince them that they are going to, or they love each other. Dorimant asks Belinda to meet Mrs. Lafitte at the mall, a road in London, and set up a scene in which Mrs. Lafitte will appear to be flirting with Hopling. Meanwhile, Dorimant visits Hopling and tells him Mrs. Lafitte has feelings for him. There also we find a double his double role of Dorimant. Not only double role, there we find the intriguous nature of Dorimant. That night, all the characters of this, all the major characters of this comedy are at the mall, that means at the road of London, where Harriet flirts with Dorimant but pretends not to be in love with him. Lady Woodfield, who has never met Dorimant, arrives saying she has heard he is in the area and demands that Harriet leave. When Harriet flirts Dorimant, and that time Lady Woodfield, that means Harriet's mother, arrives and says that she has heard that Dorimant is in the area, so he demands her daughter to leave. Though Dorimant is present with her daughter, and Lady Woodfield cannot recognize who is actually Dorimant, because he has never met earlier Dorimant. And after their departure, that means after the departure of Lady Woodfield and her daughter Harriet, Dorimant admits to Maitland that he is smitten with the girl. Mrs. Lafitte and Belinda arrive together and meet Hopling. Dorimant observes them, hoping to amuse himself, but Mrs. Lafitte knows he is watching them and pretends to have a real feeling or real affection for Hopling. Dorimant is furious, even though he claims to be tired of her. Here we find a jealousy in case of Dorimant, and he doesn't want. He wants to win more than one woman, but he doesn't want his mistress or lover to be engaged with another one. though he makes a plot to be relieved from Mrs. Laffey. In Act 4, we see Doraemon disguises as Mr. Curtis to attend a dance at Lady Townley's house and speak with Harriet under her mother's nose. Disguised, he manages to win Lady Woodville over, but has to listen to her speak of her dislikes for Doraemon to his face. Hopling appears and nearly gives Doraemon away, but Doraemon leaves to meet with Belinda. She asks him not stop seeing Mrs. Laffey. He sends her away in his course, which makes her afraid that Mrs. Laffey will become suspicious of her relationship with Doraemon. Here we find that Doraemon disguises himself, Mr. Curtis. Why? Because if he reveals that he is Doraemon, then he will be discarded by Lady Woodville. And in order to win Lady Woodville, he disguises. And we find that Hopling, and when he attends a dance and speak with Harriet before or in front of her mother, and in that party the Hopling also appears, and he is nearly to give or to reveal who actually Doraemon is, or who actually Mr. Curtis is, but Doraemon leaves to meet with Belinda because he has to send her away in his course, and ultimately he sends Belinda away in his course, which makes Belinda afraid that Mrs. Laffey will become suspicious of her relationship with Doraemon. And in this act we find that Youngblood discovers that his father is in love with Emilia, and so he decides to break off his engagement once and for all and marry Emilia in secret. That is Act 4, and that is the last and final act. Act 5. This is the last and final act of this comedy. In Act 5, Mrs. Laffey is indeed suspicious of Belinda, as Belinda perceives, for arriving in Doraemon's course. However, the postman lies to assuage Mrs. Laffey's concern. Mrs. Laffey also argues with Doraemon over his accusation that she has been spotted flirting with Hopling. Emilia and Youngblood are married. Oldblood is displeased, but ultimately comes to terms with his son's surprise marriage. Doraemon arrives and announces that he is ready for marriage himself. Mrs. Laffey and Belinda reveal Doraemon's true identity to Lady Woodville, who is outraged at first but softens when Harriet explains how much she loves him. The other characters also offer their support of Doraemon, and Hopling arrives and is confused or surprised that Mrs. Laffey has a lack of interest in him. Harriet teases Mrs. Laffey, telling her and Belinda away from Doddyman for their own good. That means Harriet gives a kind of warning to Mrs. Lafitte and Belinda. Mrs. Lafitte lives in a hut, and the other characters prefer to feast before Doddyman, Harriet and Mrs. Woodville depart for the country. Because Harriet and Mrs. Woodville lives in country, and as Doddyman is going to be engaged or going to marry Harriet, so Doddyman has to go with Harriet and Mrs. Woodville for the country where they lives. That's all, and that's all.